this video, I'm going to show you how I do research for Valentine's, as well as we're going to do a whole design on Canva. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bridget. I'm an Etsy print-on-demand seller on a mission to help other Etsy sellers start and scale their business in a stupid easy way. So if you like this type of content, please subscribe, like, hit the bell, so you can be notified of the next time I release a new one. I always like to do research on an incognito window because sometimes when you're always on Etsy will start figuring out your patterns and what you like to search, so it will always serve you the same type of things. So I like to get different things, so I use the incognito window. Also, when I start researching, I always like to start broad because I like to get ideas. And for example, like for Valentine's, since technically people are still, shopping for Christmas, even though like it's getting close to that deadline, but you might not, so I just do Valentine's Day shirts, but you might not find a lot of, let's say, like bestsellers right now, because again, people are still not technically looking at Valentine's right now. But I want to show you exactly what I do to know if an item has potential. I always skip through like ads. But for example, and you start clicking on whatever is, catching your eye. So like I like this, I'll click on it. So like, oh, this one already has 13 in the cart, right? So this is already a good indication for this listing. This is another thing that I look at. For example, if this listing wouldn't have anything here in the cart, right, I will go and see if it has reviews, because reviews are also a good indicator that that listing has sold. So for example, if this listing had 412 reviews, that means that last Valentine's it sold a lot. So it's most likely that this coming Valentine's is going to sell really well. So that's a good indicator, right? And then I'll go back and find some more listings and do the same process. Oh, this one has 20 plus views in the last 24 hours, but look, it had this many reviews. So the likelihood of this design selling again for this coming Valentine's is pretty high. You can also go scroll at the bottom and see maybe if it's sold recently. So it seems like this sold recently too. So I do that same process. Any design that maybe is catching my eye, I just open them up and I just look. And then the other thing that I'm doing is I'm also looking at what the design looks like fonts, colors, patterns, the mock-up that they use. This one has 15 in the cart and it has over 600 reviews. So this is what I do at first. I'll just go super general. I'll look for so many different type of, like right now the holidays, Valentine's. So we'll look for so many different types of Valentine's designs. I'm looking to see if there's any in the cart. If there's none in the cart, do they have reviews from previous years? Those are all good indicators. Once I've done that, then what I'll do, the next step that I do is I'll go and search for in the niches that I'm thinking about designing. So I want to create a Valentine's design for like a dog parent, more like going specifically into like a dog breed. So let's just start with like dog, right? So let's see what this says. Valentine's dog shirt. Let's see what this one says. Let's skip the ads. And again, there's this one with all the little puppies. This one that says best dog mom. My dog is my Valentine's. This one has all the little dogs here. Let's see if I see pug mom. Okay, so now we'll look. Pug mom. This doesn't one seem to have any, like, see, this one doesn't have any like added to the cart or no reviews. Let's see if I find, oh, this one has 9 views in the last 24 hours and it has 23 reviews. And these are like specific dogs, right? Like there's a Chihuahua. So this to show you that you can probably just target specific dog breeds too. My dog is my Valentine's. Also, again, the way that I like to do holidays, or how I found holidays to be most successful for me, is I will make it really specific to a specific customer. For example, this whole like my dog is my Valentine's, for a new shop, it's just not good enough anymore. Like you're not gonna stand out. So you could look into this phrase and see what's popular about it, the colors, the fonts, the layout. And you could spin it into like a dog breed. My pit bull is my Valentine's. And maybe you could put you know what I'm saying? So that's how you gotta go with it. You get inspiration from what you see that's working and you apply it to a specific niche. So again, this one has 13 views in the last 24 hours. It has 10 reviews. So we know like this works. And again, I'm just looking at everything. Best dog mom. So see, this one is perfect because this could be for Valentine's or it could be for like any time. 14 in the cart, 35 reviews. This is a comfort color. So again, another way to stand out using comfort colors because they're being super hot. People love them. So this is how I would do. Well, this one has a bunch of different dogs that are all wearing cool little Valentine stuff. 16 views in the last 24 hours, 5 reviews. So again, you will do this. Like, I'm only going to show you this for like a little bit of time because if not, this video will be super long. But I will suggest that you spend a minimum of 20 minutes doing this research. Go and dig and find a whole bunch of different like Valentine's design. Start broad, then go more specific to the niche that you wanted to design. Because you're trying to study what's working. You're looking into like to see if they have possibly like views, how many in the cart, if they have reviews, what the design is, what color are they using. Have you noticed that they're using a lot of pink as the first, color, or maroon? Because obviously they're speaking to Valentine's, right? Or white, more muted colors, right? What the design looks like. It's very like pink, red, like, what fonts are they using? Placement. You're looking at all those things. Once you have gathered all that information, which, then that's when you'll go and design. So the next step I'm going to show you is how I will apply all of this into like designing for Valentine's. So we're in Canva. We're going to create a design. I like to do custom size. I do 45 by 5100 pixels because that's usually like what the design is for like Printify for like shirts, sweatshirts. So again, after I did all that research on Etsy, now I'm going to design. I want to design for dogs, but I'm not just going to do, my dog is my Valentine's. I'm going to target a specific dog. So let's say, so what I'll do is sometimes I start with the font, sometimes I start with the elements, but right now I want to find a dog. So let's do, let's see if I can do maybe a poodle Valentine. Let's see what pops up for graphics. Because sometimes I like to make sure that I can find something that I like and that will make sense for the design. Oh, look. Oh, because this is the thing. So when you click on it, I will recommend you other things. So I always like to look at that because maybe I find something else that I like better. Let's see. This is a, let's see if I like any of this one's better. I think, let's go back. So this is my process of doing this, guys. But you know what? Let's do, sometimes it's just, I don't know. I don't see something I like, so I just kind of play around with it. Okay. So for example, there's this little Chihuahua, right? Oh, these ones are cute too. Okay. Oh, I like this golden retriever. Okay. So you see how I just kind of, so let's do that one. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to have text. And then I'm going to do capital. And I'm going to add this at the top. I'll change the font in a minute, but I'm going to curve this because I want it to be a little curved, not too much. And then we're going to copy this. And then I do not want the bottom to be curved. And then I'm also going to change the font. Let's do like a retro, something like that. Oh, you know what? Let's do my, okay. And then this font that I'm using is from Creative Fabrica. It's called Peace and Love. So if you look it up there, you'll find it there. I love it. I'll create a little bit of letter spacing here. Same thing here. And again, guys, if you're wondering, like, well, how does she do this so fast? It's because I spend so much time doing research that I can kind of figure out what could work. The more time you spend doing research, the faster designing comes. And let's see. So if you want to find out how to make, like, use the same type of colors that are here, you can just click on this, and then you'll click on this, add a new color, you'll click on this little drop, and then you'll pull the color, like let's say from here. So let's say I want to make that red. You see how that changed? Then you go over here, you do the same thing. You go here, you pull it from here. I think it was this red. Okay. So then, let's see. So this could be something like this, or this could even be a little pocket design. So it just kind of depends on, you know, what you're going for. But that's exactly how I would do this. You can start with the font, you can start with the element. You can play around like this, then I can duplicate this, and then I could just say, I don't know, you can come up with so many different phrases, like all I want for Valentine's is my golden retriever. And then what I also like to do is I like to go to Google and I like to search like funny dog Valentine sayings, memes, puns, and then I go to images and I literally just scroll and I just start looking at what, you know, catches my eye. Like, oh, look, Valentine, you're possum. Like my golden retriever is so possum. You know what I mean? Like you can do so many things. Just make sure you're always go into trademark to uspto.gov because you want to make sure that whatever phrases that you're using are not trademarked. So if you're saying, let's say my golden retriever is my Valentine, you want to make sure that this is not, oh, I just want the live ones. I don't want nothing that's dead. So you just want to make sure that, oh, they changed this, but you just want to make sure that there's no thing saying that is that phrase is taking. I mean, and you just scroll to this. I mean, there's nothing here that's saying so far that's saying about my golden retriever is my Valentine's. They changed the way this website is, but I will just make sure I will do my research. So if you don't know what other clever sayings to come up with, go into Google, look them up, see if you can, you know, change them to the type of whatever item that you're creating. Like let's say this one was for the, you know, the poodle or the golden retriever. You could say like my golden retriever is possum, or all I want for Valentine's my gold, like, you know, whatever that you're saying, just make sure that you're always checking it to make sure that it's not trademark. So that's how I would go. And then what the great thing about it is once you have a template, you can create so many different variations. Like for example, for this, you can duplicate it and then you can just change the phrase. Or then this can turn into a pocket design. Or you can change the font. Like there's so many different, or you can go back to elements and find some other golden retrievers that, you know, you think could work, that sort of stuff. And that's how I would do that, because it's the thing, you do not want to create just one design in one niche. Like you do not want to just go and create one golden retriever design and move on. No, you need to create several, because you gotta, again, it's going back to like, you gotta figure out what works for the audience, and you have to offer them different choices because you don't know what they're gonna like the best. So I hope that this was helpful. So you made it to the end of this video, and if you're still wondering what type of niches you should be designing for Valentine's, then I'm going to be linking this video next, because on that video I give you tons and tons of niche ideas for Valentine's. See you on the next one.